Kayla's unique songwriting has been described as a reinvention of the traditional folk made popular by artists such as Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez. She is praised for her complex classical undertones and playful dose Broadway theatrical onstage, reminiscent of modern-day performers Tori Amos and Regina Spektor. Her affinity for poetry and creative writing is evident through signature lyricism that springs to life with heartfelt and creative storytelling, cultural references, and rich metaphor. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Kala Farnham. Hi, Kayla. How are you?
Hello. I'm good.
Welcome. Oh, my goodness. I'm so honored to have you down here in the studio.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
It's, wow. It seems like Swan Day was so long ago. And yet, I don't know. Your schedule is so busy because you're so popular and, you're traveling around playing for everybody. Thank you for scheduling some time for us.
Oh, no problem.
Let's start off, I guess, with Swan Day. Was that your first performance at a Swan Day?
Yes, yeah, it was. I've been meaning to get down there to play for quite a while, and they just had a last-minute dropout, and they asked me if I wanted to come by and play some tunes. So.
Awesome. There you go. So, how was it? Was it pretty awesome hanging out with all the other women performers and?
Oh yeah, it was great. I'm all for playing events like that support women in the arts and anything that's a benefit or promoting something.
I noticed you've got something coming up, or you just played. I think maybe just played in the past week some women's festival. Another one, a different one. Maybe.
No.
Maybe not.
Remind me.
I was looking at this long, extensive list of shows you've got coming up. I think it just passed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm out of it.
Oh, I've got so much stuff. I can't even remember what I played yesterday.
I told you she's very popular. So consider yourself lucky to have her here on the show for you right now. When I first saw you perform, I was impressed not only by the beautiful music that you make, but the impeccable technique in which you play. Did you receive some formal training?
Yes, I did. I was classically trained on the piano from age 3 through college. I took a few years of college with classical music. Same thing with voice. I studied for a few years in school, and I've done a lot of different work in different genres. I've studied jazz. I've done a lot of music theater. So
this is our man right here. He's all about jazz. Musical myriad. Check it out sometime. Yeah. So you travel around the region a lot, I noticed. For someone from Eastern Connecticut, I was a little surprised. But so you're down in Maryland and Montreal, Providence, Woodstock.
Yeah, actually, I just booked my first tour, so I'm super excited for that. I'm leaving Monday morning, I think, to
oh my goodness,
go to Maryland. I'm going to be down in North Carolina for a little while for a music conference, and then I'm playing at a folk fest in Pennsylvania. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'll be gone for a week. It'll be my first tour. I'm super excited to travel and play some music.
You doing this all yourself, or you have somebody to help call the people and say, hey, we got to get you on?
Oh, I have some friends that tour through this area that they've kind of helped me out to pick out the good venues, and I submitted some music to the Surfa Music Conference in North Carolina, and I ended up getting a showcase there.
Wow.
So,
man.
yeah, I'm networking my way out there a little bit, little by little.
And we haven't even touched upon all the awards that you've received. We'll get into those.
Okay.
But first, I want to hear some music.
All right.
Is that okay?
That sounds good to me.
All right. So what are we going to hear first?
All right. This is an original song. It's called Quaker Hill, and I've got my baritone ukulele with me today. So.
Aha.
You moved into an apartment in the city where the rent is pretty cheap. I hear the streets are pretty mean. You are surrounded by conspiracies and dreams, and I just don't know how I fit into that scene. So sweet thing, won't you meet me half in? I'll come as far as Quaker Hill, the rest is on your end. heard things about this place. The trouble runs amok. I wouldn't count my blessings, just knowing my luck. Losing you would be a knife to my heart, but I just don't feel at home in this town. So sweet thing, won't you meet me half-in? I'll come as far as Quaker Hill, the rest is on your end. Sweet thing, won't you meet me half-in? Bend a little, won't you bend? All these years you've been here, make it clear you're irreplaceable. All these roads we call our own, make it known we can't stay here together. So sweet thing, won't you meet me half-in? I'll come as far as Quaker Hill, the rest is on your end. Sweet thing, won't you meet me half-in? Bend a little, won't you bend?
With the microphone
Thank
on.
you.
That was awesome. Man, that is beautiful. Quaker Hill by Kala Farnham. So what is that song about?
That's just one of those relationship songs.
Oh, it seems like all songs are about relationships in one way or another. It's a good song about a good relationship, or it's about a bad song.
Right, exactly.
It is a beautiful song, regardless of what it's about. I'm not one who listens to lyrics much. Does that bother you, or?
You know,
I think I don't know. I get nervous because I think sometimes songwriters get really they feel very proud about what their accomplishments are, what they're writing, and I think some take offense when somebody's not really listening to what the words are.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people seem to just like go with the feel of the music, and that's what's important to them, and that I totally understand that. My lyrics are definitely important to me. I love poetry, and I'm really into like storytelling. So that's a big part of it, but not everybody's gonna be focused on that. So the music side is definitely something that I try to focus on too, with like telling a story through that.
Yeah, I was surprised that you're down here with the bass. You said bass.
It's a baritone ukulele.
Baritone ukulele, which when I saw you perform at Swana, you were on the piano or the keyboard or something.
Yeah, that's my first instrument. I've been kind of expanding out a little bit. I don't know, I'm always trying to get my hands on something new. So I have this baritone ukulele, and I've been playing mandolin a little bit. I've got a Celtic harp. I'm always playing something different. But piano is my first instrument. It's nice to have something like this to switch it up a little bit. And I mean, it's nice that it's a little bit more portable than lugging around a keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. Is it hard to kind of learn the new notes on a different instrument, or once you figured it out?
Yeah, it was pretty foreign to me at first, picking up a stringed instrument, because the piano makes sense to me. It's all laid out, and I've been playing it as long as I can remember. But I don't know. I'm getting used to it. I've been playing. I started playing guitar probably like over 5 years ago. Maybe it's 10 years ago now. So, just gotta chug away at it.
Plenty of time. Now, one of the places you're performing coming up is a benefit concert for the particle accelerator. What is that? Are we building a nuclear reactor over here or something?
It's a pretty epic name.
That's in Putnam.
Yes, the Particle Accelerator Benefit Concert. It's for depression and suicide prevention. And they raise money for United Services in Dayville, Connecticut. And they've had this concert series going on for 9 years, I think, now.
Wow.
I've played there most of them, and they have music all day long, from like 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So this year I'll be playing at 5 p.m. I'll have a full band with me, and it'll be a good time.
And that's in June 13th, one of the many shows you'll be playing at. Ooh. Well, now, if anybody wants to go check out, your list of your shows you're going to, what do you have your own website?
Yes, my website is www.kalafarnham.com.
That's pretty easy.
It's easy to remember.
Kayla with a Y, right?
Kayla without a Y. It's a
really?
Yeah.
I've
Actually,
been typing the wrong name.
That's the tough part. The spelling is the tough part. It's KalaFarnham. Yes.
I feel so bad. I wrote it all over the place.
Oh, I know. Everybody makes typos with that. But the cool thing is that I don't think anybody else has the name Kala Farnham spelled like mine. So.
I think I blame Jennifer Hill. Because I think it was on the program for Swan Day. That's why.
It probably was. I mean, it's, usually it's spelled with a Y, but I mean, technically.
Well, I like something different, so that's okay. We'll give Kala, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All righty. So, you opened up for Tony Bennett.
I did.
How was that?
It was...
The Tony Bennett.
The Tony Bennett, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, a little music festival in Newport.
Wow.
I just, the Rhode Island songwriters, they book a lot of really cool gigs out there, and I've been working with them for a while, so they were looking for an opening act, and got a chance to open for him. It was really cool. He's, it's crazy. He's I don't know how old he is now, but he's still, like, rocking out on stage. When I saw him play, he's got a great energy, so...
He does. In fact, he just teamed up with Lady Gaga recently, and they had an amazing performance together. I got to see him live. I was backstage at a show at Jorgensen a few years ago, but still had it. He's ancient now, but he still has it. There's plenty of other people that you've teamed up with. I'm like, really? How do you get to do all this? You've teamed up with who else? Not Don McLean.
Yes. Yep.
Not the Don McLean.
The Don McLean, yes.
Really?
Yep.
Christine Oldman? Wow.
Yeah, they played a show in New London, and again, they were looking for an opening act, and worked my way in there.
And you've been featured a touring guitarist for the Jay Giles Band and Duke Levine?
Duke Levine, yes. He played on my album, actually. He was the guitarist on my album.
Oh, cool.
So, yes, phenomenal player. I was very lucky to work with him.
And we'll play a song off. Is that's the album right there?
With me today, yeah.
We will play that album, the entire album. No, we'll play a song or two off the album for you later in this show. But so, what do you want to get off? Let it out. You're on the radio now. You've got thousands and billions of people listening to you right now. What do you want to get out there? What do you want everybody to know about you?
Well, actually, before I forget, while we're on the topic of the album,
yes,
my album was actually nominated for the Best Americana Album in the 2015 Motif Music Awards by Rhode Island's Motif magazine.
Oh, cool.
So they're still in the voting process for that now. I think there's 4 other albums that are nominated, but if you go to motifrhodeisland.com, motifri.com/music2015, you can put in a vote for my album, and I'm also nominated for Best Female Vocalist. So
as opposed to the Best Male Vocalist.
Right. I mean, I've been working on that, but it's not.
Does it really matter? Do they have to separate it?
I guess it gives one more person a chance.
Exactly. There you go. Oh man. So all right, let's hear another song. I'm dying. I need to hear some more live music.
Okay.
What are we gonna hear now? My favorite song?
Is this your favorite song?
Well, from your performance at Swan Day, I would say this is my favorite.
This is one of my favorite songs. This is my version of Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Oh man, so beautiful,
Thank you.
unbelievable. Kala Farnham in with a no Y, the silent Y and the invisible Y.
Invisible wire, there you go.
There you go. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you've collaborated with lots and lots of famous people, and have you gained anything from just hanging out with them and watching them perform?
Yeah, I mean, every time I'm around somebody who does music for a profession, I'm always trying to learn something, whether it's, by observing them on stage and just, like, taking something from the way they perform and connect with people, or, I'm always asking advice, like, how, what do you do to get into this business? And
Yep.
so I'm always learning from whoever I work with.
That's cool. Could be the janitor mopping the floors before the show.
Yeah,
You never know. You could learn something.
Never know.
Cool photo shoots too on your webpage.
Oh, thank you.
KALA Farnham.com, not KAYLA. There was the one I particularly like is the one, I think there's a wood cabin or something behind you. You're sitting on the stoop or something. Is that in the area or?
Yeah, I think that was somewhere in Mansfield. I can't remember the name of the park, but yeah, it's local. They got like a little, I guess it's like a writing cabin that you can like rent out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they've got some trails, a beautiful pond. So I did like all of the photo shoot for my album there. Mark Maxim is the photographer that I worked with.
I was going to say, if you need a good photographer, I know somebody. Good old Big Head Todd. He's trying to branch out.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, also looking through the photos on your website, made me think. For some, the body is a journal with the narration of their life written in indelible ink. Tell me about the story of the tattoo that you have.
Oh, my tattoo. Well, I'm a pretty spiritual person, so
Hence
and I'm
the
big
big
on
cross.
Yeah, hence the cross. That's right. And I'm big on symbolism. I don't know. I like having those little reminders of the things that I value. So for me, I don't know, the cross is kind of a symbol of strength and hope. And yeah, it's just a reminder for me, and it's something I didn't just dive into it, get it done and spur of the moment in
Usually
one day.
when it's a cross, it's not a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah. So it was something I thought about for a couple of years, and finally decided to go ahead and do it.
Is there any kind of particular story behind the type of cross that you chose, rather than just two cross sticks or whatever? But is there?
It's
what type
like
of
a Celtic.
Celtic?
Yeah, it's Celtic cross, Celtic Gothic,
Yep.
kind of. And I'm big into Celtic spirituality and Celtic music, everything Celtic. That whole culture.
The Boston
really
Celtics?
fascinating to me. The Boston Celtics.
Yeah. What's on your bucket list over the next 5 years? What do you want to have done? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? Experience?
Well, I really want to get more into touring. That's a big thing.
I think you've already
travel.
accomplished that.
Yeah.
Look at this list. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm playing music all the time locally, and I'm very happy with that. I want to start traveling. So I'm super excited to be going on my tour this next week. Eventually I want to get overseas, and like I said, I'm really interested in other cultures, and
That's
I
I noticed.
doing that
Yeah,
through music will be a great opportunity.
definitely. Wow. I noticed that in the introduction. You're talking about cultural references.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that comes to mind when you mention that?
Mostly, I guess anything that I read in terms of my spiritual studies. I'm big into Eastern spirituality, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that definitely pops up. There's, I guess, one thing in particular that I like to do is I like to take old poetry and put it to music, or rework an old poem and turn it into a song. So I took Maya Angelou's poem "I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings." I didn't actually put it to music, but I kind of wrote my own version of that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a song on the album that's inspired by that. And I recently took an old Greek poem by the 600 BC poet Sappho and put that to music.
Wow.
So
That is cool. Man, you are really deep. Unbelievable.
I look for inspiration everywhere.
And we all benefit from that. So coming up, you've got original music performances, and you've also, such as on the 11th, which is Monday? T-Volve Cafe and Lounge in Baltimore, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, start heading down there now, everybody. But no. Then you'll be in Montreal, Maryland. Block Island on May 22nd at the Harbor Church Coffee House.
Yes.
In Block Island.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, that's really nice. They have a nice concert series every weekend there during the summer.
And then you'll be in Providence on June 11th at the Songwriters in the Round, RISA.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Rhode Island Songwriters Association.
Aha.
So what they do there is they give you a prompt for songwriting the month before, and you have to come in and write a song on that. So I don't know what I'm going to be writing about yet.
Oh, cool. Very
I
cool.
will have a new song for that particular night.
Does it help kind of inspire you and motivate you to kind of branch out and try something else, or?
Oh yeah, it really does. When I was younger, I used to just write when I was personally inspired, but this has really, working with Rhode Island songwriters and having these songwriting challenges has really helped me to just just sit down and write no matter what the inspiration is. And
cool.
It's not always about me, so I've learned to write stories and look outside myself for inspiration. So
that's a good way to expand. And you're also at the Stomping Ground on May 20th in Putnam, Connecticut, with the KBS Jazz Ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
And May 24th at Hank's Dairy Bar in Plainfield, Connecticut. Is that over near the old dog racing track?
It's on Route 12.
Route 12. Yeah, everything's off Route 12, basically. And then May 29th at the Duck, Sturbridge, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Have you ever performed up in Stockbridge, Massachusetts?
I have not.
There's not much up there. I'm not surprised. I haven't been there, no. But no, just thinking Arlo Guthrie. Do you know Arlo?
Mm-hmm.
He bought a church up there, and they do performances in the church from time to time.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a cool place to see you as well.
Yeah, I love playing in churches. It's always such a beautiful sound.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Harbor Church in Block Island is one of my favorite places to play. They have this beautiful grand piano.
Oh.
It's a really nice place.
Very cool. So let's hear. We already heard 2 songs. Do you want to do a third?
Yeah. Sure.
I only told you 2, but you know what? I'm thinking I need more. I need more live music. I need more Kala Farnham without a Y. I need something different. Right here at 90.1 WECS Willimantic.
All right. All right, I'll do one more original song. This is a tune called Unleashed that I wrote about my dog. Like I told you, I find inspiration everywhere. She waits by the door every day at 4, eyes lit up like reflections of the sun. She's impatient, toes all twitching, each day waiting for her master to come home. Warm heart, full belly, laugh hard, get ready, set, go, and run to the end of your leash till all love is unleashed. Ears perk up at the car door slamming, and I can see her wagging her tail through the window. Long day done, she reminds me that there's always room for fun, and there's always room for love. Warm heart, full belly, laugh hard, get ready, set, go, and run to the end of your leash till all love is unleashed. Run, run, run till all love is unleashed. Run, run, run till all love is unleashed. Run, 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 run till all love is unleashed.
Unleashed by Kala Farnham, right here at 90.1 WECS. Kala, thank you very much. You are amazing. And wow, I think everybody's gained something and been entertained here at listening to the radio. Before I go, I have to ask you a question that I ask everybody. I'm going to put together a book someday, I think, with all the hundreds of responses that I get. When you're out touring, and now you're going to be going to Maryland and Montreal and Rhode Island, all over the place. When you go, do you ever like kind of look forward to going to a specific city or town in hopes of getting your favorite comfort food?
Oh, I think that's something I'm just gonna have to discover. Honestly, I haven't done a lot of traveling, but I don't know. I'm pretty fond of seafood, sushi. I'm gonna have to track down.
Rhode Island would be a good place for that.
Yeah, I mean maybe
Maryland.
already,
Yeah,
you never know.
Who knows? Whenever I go somewhere, I always know in advance. I'm planning out where am I gonna go eat. Where am I going to go to like a local record store and get some music?
Oh, yeah. That's
two things.
On my list, yeah.
Wow. So, again, your website?
www.kalafarnham.com.
Kala.
Kala.
And FARNHAM.com. And good luck in the contest here. Rhode Island.
Motif Rhode Island Music Awards, yes.
Motif Rhode Island Awards.com.
Yes.
Vote for Kala. Thank you very much, Kala, for coming down.
Thank you.
I want to play some more music off your CD. And do you think you'll be back for Swan Day next year?
I hope so. Yeah, it was a great time.
Good. Excellent. Everybody, Kala Farnham, thanks for coming down. We'll be back after these messages.